Hey guys, Spooky here. I just want to give a quick shout out to the Patreon subscribers. Big thank you for real for supporting me on Patreon. If you guys didn't know, for how we do these VOD reviews, these replays, it's basically people that support me on Patreon get a free VOD review every week. Yeah, that's every week. And it only costs $10 a month. And on top of that, you also get a monthly letter from me in what we call Boo Crew Mail. If you're interested in the details, go check out patreon.com/Boo Crew. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting.
Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little boy like you. Spooky little boy like you.
Oh wait, how do you know if your team just sucked or if you could have done more? Well, not to sound like lame, but you can always do more. Sometimes your teams do just suck so much. Even when you have like a banger game, like you might still lose. Sometimes that's going to be a reality. But you can better just be in the mindset that you can always do more. So instead of benchmarking against whether your team did well or not, benchmark against how well you did out of like perfects, and just know that perfect's just not attainable. But like how many mistakes you made that game. And if you made like if like you straight up are like, dude, I don't think I made like any mistakes, like count that as a dub. Like that's a good game. That means like you're on the right track. Be like, dude, my positioning was great. I died like barely. I never died. I got good value. I got enough damage to actually like make some kind of a difference. All my walls are really good. I got like picks off of them. I communicated well. I used all my freezes were good freezes that got value, that got picks, that didn't get denied by enemy ults or they got followed up on my team. I made sure to communicate when I was gonna ult. Like all these questions you can ask yourself, and if all of them are like, yeah, all of them, everything I did was perfect, like great, like then just chalk that up as like that's good. You're on the right track then, you know. I guarantee you though, if you ask yourself all those questions, you're gonna be like, I didn't get one person killed in a freeze. Or like I died like 10 times that match. I was out of the game for 3 minutes. Or 2 minutes. 10 deaths is 2 minutes of you in the respawn timer. So putting a little bit of pokey here. They got double snipies. Going for the wall to cut him out a little bit. Might buy you some time here. Your Zen finds the pick on the Hanzo. Your team just rolls over this. Straight out of the gate. Okay, going for the poke. Trying to build up your ultimate as much as you can. I don't know why we're walling this here. Right, we're gonna need this wall, right, very soon. This is, I mean, they're trying to push up into you guys. This is a big open space. You have a Hanzo and a Mei and a Zen that can spam these people down before they get to the choke and force out their cooldown. What you just did is you gave them some cover. You gave them some cover to push up without taking any of that damage. You guys don't get ult charge and you don't get the force out abilities. This is probably the first time in a while that I can say this is a bad wall. This is a net negative wall on your team. Wouldn't it have been great if we had a wall right there? Big Ben. This wall there, forcing out that. Hawk might die? Nah, we get dunked. Wait, do we actually win this fight? Yo, you better be thanking your team. Holy shit, dude, you just got backpacked during that point. Minus the hog follow up. That was a pretty decent wall on the hog, I will say.
You cannot escape me.
Okay. Nice. Damn, your Hanzo popped there. Good wall.
Surrender to my will.
Bob comes in. You can wall off that Bob. Great job. Perfect usage of wall there. Just be make sure you position so Bob doesn't spamming you down when he comes out of that wall. Good job poking for the freeze here. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get a freeze here. Trans comes out from the other team though. You're down 2. I wouldn't have committed to that with 2 down, especially if you're not going to be able to live. Okay. Use that time in your freeze to really analyze whether you're going to be able to win. You got to win the fight, right? You have to be able to win the fight with freeze. Either that or force out some other abilities, but even then, or ultimates. But you're down 2. You don't have anybody else to follow up with like another big ult that can like finish those off. I would wall off this yeah. Oh, nice shot. I'm taking the high ground here too. You can play pretty slow here. You don't have to overcommit. Okay, see, you're overcommitting here. You're overcommitting when you don't really need to. Like, all this stuff you could have done from right here. Like, that Zen was playing out in the open. I don't know why you felt the need to push down to the low ground and even farther away. Because if you get caught out, the nearest corner that you have that's in your favor is probably going to be up here, right? And that's such a long way away. So this is just overextending, like way too far. Even if you play up here, you can just use like the bottom of like the angle right here, playing high ground to cut off LOS if you need to back up. This, you didn't need to die here at all.
I am ever present.
Surrender to my will.
The wait there was funny.
Ready for transit.
A good pull on the D.Va there. Don't be afraid to throw out that wall early on. But even though D.Va can fly over your wall, a lot of times D.Vas will just fly straight into the wall. And it's going to force them out of position when they finally realize and they fly up. They'll already be out of position again. So I like to throw walls behind D.Vas regardless. If you can time it well, it's right when they turn around to fly. If you can time that right with the wall, just like face plant into the wall and then they're like, oh shit, and then they fly up and it's already too late at that point. Like on the left click of the D.Va, love this. Yeah, don't need to spam projectiles when you just land that left click. Love D.Va. As Mei players, we love D.Va. Yeah, almost coming up on freeze. D.Va's out of mech. You really can throw it on whoever you want. Earlier the better. Oh wait, why did we stop moving? Oh, did someone think that they had cryo and they pressed it and then they realized that they didn't have cryo? Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. Okay, good. We're just waiting for our Moira to die. Cool. Don't need to stagger more. Now, if your Hog's playing up, don't be afraid to get ready for a wall. You know, Hog will probably be able to live. If you can land a big hook, you might be able to start this fight with the pick. The Reaper there. You're full HP. I don't know why you're playing so scared of that Reaper.
Thank you.
You can push over that wall. Here's a great spot to wall. Choose not to. There's a Reaper again. Yeah, it's okay to lay on your left click. Like, I would say you're playing, you're going for the right clicks on the Reaper when you forget that you can pressure Reaper with left click. You just got to play max range. Like, play your max range on your left click. Much easier to get consistent damage and to force his Wraith out. Like, he's going to use Wraith more if you're just consistently doing damage on him. So it's okay to push up a little bit more. Like 10 meters of distance on Reaper is nothing. That's like pebble damage to you. So you can push up a little bit more against these Reapers. You're playing very, I don't want to say scared. I think you're just going for right clicks when you don't really need to. You're just making it harder on yourself to get value. There you go. Ooh, yeah, get ready for that wall. Good job on the wall. Uh-oh. That's all right. You would have died without it. Being a little risky here, not using the cryo at 32 HP, especially when you walled out your supports. But you live. You live. Good wall. Yeah. It's Cajun time, baby. She'll probably live. She's waiting for that wall to get out. She fades out, but she's gonna fade into your team, right? Easy money, easy pick. Yeah. No, that was a good play. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. At least you threw it straight at the ground. I like that. We were full HP? Question mark? Okay, good job living here. Okay, use the cryo. Cool. Use the wall to separate this a little bit. I'd probably go for the D.Va, because you really want to make sure you don't get that mech back. Good job here. Staying behind payload, using that payload as cover as much as you can. Cryo right when you get it up. Great. Nice. Cool. Wall to make sure, you know, there we go. Cool. Yeah, not too bad. The cryo, I would say the cryo and when you use it's kind of weird. There's been quite a few times where I'm just watching it and it's just weird. It's like, why cryo then? And then there's times where you just don't cryo and I'm like, duh. Yeah, even if you're like waiting, you're like, okay, you know, there's just like an enemy or two like in the distance. I'd still cryo, dude. I mean, it's what, a 12-second cooldown? Like, you'll probably get another cryo by the time like the next fight really engages. But if you die, dude, oh, it's gonna add so much more time.
Hello.
So I'm telling you, it's much better to cryo and make sure you don't die than to get just dunked randomly and then have to wait for the respawn timer. But at other times, like, you'll be full HP and you just get like a fire status effect from dynamite, and then you like cryo to like cleanse it. You don't really need to do that. The only time I'd really do something like that to cleanse something is like nade. Like, really, it's if you're antied, because that's just like a longer period of time. But if you're full HP and you're on fire, I mean, you're not getting pressure. You don't really got to cleanse it, especially when you're mid-fight like that. Reaper are probably your worst to face. Dude, Mei is a counter to Reaper. What are you talking about, dude? You just got to keep your distance. Keep like the, you know, practice laying on the left click on Reaper and always keeping your distance. That cat and mouse with him, you know? Once you're outside of like his like effective range, he doesn't do anything. Good attempt to the wall there. Yeah, we're backing up. We're dead here. We're probably gonna die. Hans is definitely gonna die. Maybe not. Use that wall. Yeah, use that wall. Oh, a little late to that decision. That's all right. We get rolled here a little bit. Okay, swap to the soldier here. Okay. Yeah, because they're running the Pharah. We want to get its pressure a little bit. Respect the switch. Yeah, and I like, especially if you're not getting pressure to soldier or they don't have any like one taps. Like Ashe is probably the only thing, or maybe Zen, that you need to worry about. But if you're not engaging on those here as a soldier, you really can just stand still. You know, stand still, reduce that variable, and just aim. Just do aim practice on these heroes. I like that you're doing that right here. We didn't really need to drop here. You're just becoming less effective going on this angle here. Much more vulnerable, much easier to push. You have this giant long range thing. Yeah, that was probably not the choice. You just kind of made your game more difficult for no reason, you know. Now you're really staggering. Holy shit. If they know where you're going. Oh, please tell me you live. Please tell me you live. Oh, let's fucking go, dude. We live. Huge. Ooh, spicy. Runs back in. Like it. Live. And then you can just chill here. Go up. Okay, I'll take it. I doubted. I will say I doubted. Big pick though. Big pick. You can let your tank do the contesting here. There you go. Cool. I actually liked it. That was a cool play. Yeah, that was a really cool play actually. Okay, Visor's ready to go. Yo, when you figure out how to use Visor effectively, let me know, because I still can't figure it out. The only thing I can tell is just hide. Hide until the fight starts and then pop it from an angle. It's literally the only thing I can think of. I'm still trying to figure out how to use Visor effectively without dying. Nice. Yeah, good high ground here. Nobody's pressuring you. You really can just make this your home until that Pharah flies over, you know. She ignores you completely, which is great. Okay, don't need to pop this. Yeah, that was a weird nano. I think that was more of a sustained nano. We go down here though. Are you actually top 500? I am. Thank you. What rank is this, Mei? I actually have no idea. But we can find out here in a second. Okay, back up here. 3 minutes left in the clock. See the Zen on the angle. I like that you're playing the patience here. You want the wall. Yeah, you want him to peek that again. You want him to wall it, don't you? This wall doesn't really get too much value since their whole team basically already pushed in. Yeah, we're just playing a little aggressive here. We hold the payload though. We get the pick on the Kiri, which might actually save you. This might actually make it. Oh, thank God he missed that hook. Oh no, we broke our cryo too early. No, no. I hope that's a misclick. Yo, Nerdy, make sure to change. Yo, guys, if you're hold on. With the Mei changes, I don't know if you guys saw this in the thing. You can change it now. Okay, very important for Mei players, so this doesn't happen again. Very important that you change your. Hold on, where is it? Cryo-Freeze cancel input. All right, you need to change this. By default, it's going to be on ability 1, I believe, which is your shift. You need to change this to primary fire if you can. This or secondary fire, whichever one you want to use. The reason being is that if you change it from ability 1, shift will trigger your cryo, but if you're like me where you spam shift or you hold it down and like you accidentally like lift off it for a second then put it back down and it cancels it, this is going to solve that. So then you just got to get in the habit of breaking your ice block with primary fire, which is nice because usually when you get out of your cryo anyways, you're wanting to like shoot things. So change this to Cryo-Freeze cancel input, change to primary fire. This will eliminate you accidentally canceling cryo when you're in game. Super important. I'm glad they added that. They added that with the last Mei patch, which was super nice. Yeah, this is a great spot to hold him too, bro. You, especially since you're running Mei and they're running this like, dude. Yeah. I think you guys hold this point here, like having a full team fight and having the payload underneath the choke here. Unless your Doom feeds. Okay, as long as he gets out alive here. This choke is so nice to have as a Mei player. Okay, he's living though. Fucking wow, Doom. What a hero, man. What a hero. This man can 1v5 for 30 seconds and live. He can get 2 picks and live. What a hero. Okay, I don't know, man. We're committing to it. I think you were just playing up so you could commit with your Doom. We're giving up one of the best chokes. Oh, one of the best chokes in the game though, dude. You know what's funny? And players do this all the time, man. They just make the game more complicated than it needs to be. And the funny thing is, if your Doom, even if your Doom went out there and died, you still could have held that choke so easily. Because it's such a hard choke to push through when the payload's right there and you have your whole team ready to go. And you have Mei freeze, dude. Oh, you would have held that. We just gave up the best choke. As a Mei player, one of the best chokes on Rialto. Do you give a chance to play with your friends, maybe some quicks? We do Pug Nights every now and then. But outside of that, that's about it. Outside of that. What's up, Jorah fan? I've had it set to default for 7 years. I can't change now. I mean, if it helps you, if it makes you feel any better. Okay. All right. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, it took me a day to get used to the change. Literally 1 day to get used to changing it to primary fire instead of cryo. So if you guys are scared about that, literally took me a day, and I have not accidentally canceled my cryo once since that change. Not one time. God bless it, dude. They actually did something for once. Great.